Numbers chapter 23, verse 19. He is a record keeper. He is a record keeper. God is not a man. The Bible didn't say God is not like a man. No. Why? Because God cannot be likened to a man. The ways of God is bigger than the ways of a man. So we can't say God is not like a man. Why you nyame? I ask how do obronsam compare nyame. Now I say ye nyame free obronsam de ho ana ye nyame and ye obronsam. No, you can't say what to mean compare obronsam to nyame. So God is not a man that he should tell or act a lie. God is not a man. Have you ever in your life once upon a time sat down in your own room and it looked as if God does not exist? There are times in your life you look on the left, you look on the right, and it's like, where is God? Maya country, me so seed, me cause sorry, our dear Bako, I came with a simple message. Can we check the record of God and see if the man has failed before? He hasn't. And God is saying that he is not like a man. In other words, men made promises they could not fulfill. But if there is anybody to trust, you can trust him. There are some of you seated in church, you have given up on God, but your legs are in church. You only came to church because and then a Sunday. That's why you've come. But can I tell you this? Anybody who comes to him must believe that he is. And he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him. The ways of men can be predicted by God. But the ways of God cannot be predicted by men. And that is why his ways are not your ways. His thoughts are not your thoughts. As the heavens are higher than the earth. So can I tell you something? When you have given up, he has started working. Mumu bi them ha. Say nye bibia kweja nyam sumanya asori na beja you. Nyam yankasa som kweja. Na na me tu fu say be bia wo dwane akono embra ba kwa for Yesu. Eni na me kira o hyabere obi ntumi se di nyam yesra no. Me say dia wo wo obi ntumi ntoro ogosu tina konya so. Can I tell you this? Your destiny will not change. God is not like a man that he will act lies. Right, Obani say, you're from DY Donkoh. DY Donkoh, I can't. In fact, I can act lies. Wonder why I should be border. What should be border? What should be border? Now me busam say, ebandi say number. I told be a boss and number was doing power actually. Now me nyamu akandi amfanye. There are times in your life there are people who can hate you because you made a promise to them. You couldn't do it, and for them, they think you had. You could have done it. But there is a man called God. When he makes a promise and he tells you he will fulfill it, he will do it. And this week he sent me to tell you that this week every word of the Lord concerning your life will come to pass. Somebody rise and shout, it will come to pass. Well, no. And I was shining home, but me free me more by Nama betraying the problem of babies, or Yana. Ababa will be to a friend or your veggie. Do who you say, soon be a baniso. And Nibia Tassa, Sawo, Obanyam. Now, Bow. Now, about friend, your best friend Emmanuel. And I was a bayer die in a bed. Can I say this? There are some of you don't even know who will be a blessing to you. But can I tell you this? The very people you don't expect are the people God expects. How can it be? Since I don't even know any man. So, Mary, it looks impossible unto man because men can act lie. But there is a God who rules in the affairs of men. There is a God who died and resurrected. There is a God who saith and it cometh to pass. There is a God with him all things are. Mary, you don't know anybody, but God will fix it. Can I tell you this? It will be a curse to trust a man who can be limited in his ability. Let all men be liars and God will still remain the truth. Can I say this? If someone has disappointed you, don't disappoint yourself. Keep trusting God. For faithful is he who has promised he will do it. For God who has begun a good work, he will finish it. told them, what to be said, trusting in God is far better than trusting a man. So there are some of you seated here, you are bitter about your uncle and your auntie. I'm preaching. You are bitter about your ex-boyfriend who made too much promises and could not fulfill it. It's simple. The problem about Numbers 23:19. God is not a man. In other words, men are limited by lies. We can make promises, but we can't fulfill it. Between you fees, why you're disappointed. The reason why I may be amount is it is because I am human. I am limited in my resources. I'm human. But there is a God who is not limited in terms of finances. This week, this month, may God feed you by surprise. God is not a man. No, I am preaching about it is better to trust God than to trust man. If you keep trusting the promises of men, you will rust. So Sunjini Pambo Shedi, ne free ne kwa yawabi se chale, enipa yenipa. Enipa betunya shebo. Amen. But when you can grow bitterness for people around you and hate them. Is it not wonderful that sometimes people think you have, but you don't have? And when they need your help and you can't offer them, they feel like you are good for nothing. You are a wicked person. Because or show a name, or show no part, color ready, or show you no. So when you see carbonity dia, now so me be so interested when your time. There are people you are bitter about. Who's your guy no chili car, no a tough way, no who's doing this can suit with tough way. What's the Niska? And so, and now you appear with Chaka. We have a simple. If you are serious, yeah, when you're missing in country, say, men will lie, but he is God. If there is anybody to trust him. But all men can lie, but God will remain the truth. And that is why every man cannot be faithful enough. But God, a faithful God. I can promise you, but I might not be able to fulfill. Because in every man, there is a limitation. Yes, if you learn not to trust in the words of men, trust in the works of God. Man is man, and God is God. And if there is any lesson to learn this morning, trust God than any man. Because men are full of promises, but they don't have the strength to fulfill it.